On the heights, the paths are paved with daggers. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Zareth Prevails, a road ahead story. We rode ahead to the next town. Now, this looks like a pretty good road ahead. I feel like it's a little bit fraught with peril, though, folks. Let's just jump right in after you guys mount the algorithm, push that thumbs up button, comment, all that stuff. But we don't got time, folks. We've got the road ahead to read. So the first thing I noticed. It's not by Meatface or Meatwad. It's by Crumb. It's the community manager. We all didn't realize was awesome, and I mean I've always thought he was cool. Actually, I like all the puzzles, and regardless of what CG has done, he's done a good job of distancing himself actually from all the depredations of CG's madness. And, he's very likable. So that's cool that he was the one who got to write the road ahead. It's and there was nothing really that wrong with it. I think there's some corporate speak that we need to look at and everything. There's lots of stuff that's covered, though. It's just this big old wall of text, and they decided this time they weren't going to make a video out of it for whatever reason. So, we're, the 7th anniversary collection, celebration collection. It feels like it. Territory battles. Gear economy update, Dr. F, all this stuff that we've been waiting on forever. They finally addressed some of it. So Galaxy of Heroes, we've got the anniversary, and half of the things are packs. It's like Merry Christmas, yay Christmas. Here's some packs. You're welcome. Okay. All right. So for the most part, this has always been a very positive thing. They've always been very generous with the gift, and I just wonder if this is a typo. What the deal is? The material Zeta here. It's. All right. So let's ignore the Omicron thing for one sec, because this is a point I want to make. For the Zetas, I don't think they're giving us 25 total Zeta material. They're not giving us 500 total that we can apply to, 25 different Zeta abilities. They are giving us 20, so we can apply it to one character, and then one character will have a quarter of the materials needed for the next Zeta, which is totally reasonable. Now, I just wonder if this is a typo or what's going on, because this reads like they're only giving us one material for the Omicron, and whereas it wouldn't put it past CG to only give us one, 1/20th of one. It just makes me wonder, why they're even drawing attention to the idea that they could have been generous, but decided to just kind of dick us out of more Omicrons, kind of. That's the biggest crunch in the game right now, folks, is Omicrons. Yes, we need signal data, we need a lot of stuff, but Omicrons, people are desperate for them, and just giving us one seems really stingy. If instead it's yo, no, we're giving you 20 total, that was a typo, or maybe it's just 10 and they forgot to leave out the 0. Maybe it's 1,000 and they forgot to add on 3 zeros. Who knows? But this just seems ill-advised. I do like that they're giving some Boosh and Aura Sing and Skiff. Or I don't care. Boosh, Skiff Guard, and Chrysanthemum Shards. It's good. And then a bunch of other stuff. They're actually giving full pieces here. They're giving us just 2 full Carbantes, it looks like. 2 stun gun prototypes. The droid collars that I have 1,000 of. All this stuff. Some of it's pretty cool, actually. And, they're even giving us some Zin-Biddles. I love that they're giving us as many Zin-Biddles as they're giving us Electrium and Erodium. Okay, well, whatever. All right, territory battles is, they're here, and I think this is the thing that I'm the most, I'm nervous, guys. It's fraught with peril. Territory battles, for a long time I've thought that I'm nervous because we spent too much time in game already, frankly, and Darkside Territory Battle is the one time that at least top guilds get to mostly just hang out. That's our week off. This is our week off of anything. We don't have to do much. We can just chill and then just play in round 4, and that's it. It's easy. We don't have to, and that's nice because on the light side Territory Battle days, along with Conquest, we spend 3 hours in the game trying to do farm Conquest, trying to trying to do all the light side territory battles and stuff, and it's kind of miserable. And so they're giving us more zones, they're giving us more stuff, and it's all very flashy. It looks very nice. I like how it looks, and it looks thematic. It looks sleek and futuristic, and like, hey, cool. Like, I'm excited to actually have something different than the brown of Geonosis to stare at, you know? Like, I'm tired of butchering clones and of just destroying B1 battle droids. There are only so many of those I can handle. It's been years since we've done something different. And so giving us bonus zones, whatever that means. The thing that a lot of people have been pointing out, and I don't really know where it says it. Maybe we're looking at it now, or maybe it's a little farther down. But, you know, so we could do the territory battle twice a month. We can always select it, and it's going to evolve over time. At least the bonus zones will. I don't know if the core, like the main zones will. We'll have to see. They weren't really that specific. You can use all the territory battle Omicrons, all this stuff. The thing is, they're also, all the waves are just, we're just going to have 2 waves. And so people have been using that as like, hey, Zareth, like I've gotten pinged like 8 times today by various people. They're like, hey, we're going to spend way less time in territory battles. You finally got your wish. And I'm like, well, first off, we have to do this every day. It's not every day and a half like in Geo. It's every day. So 6 different waves, 6 different zones. We have to actually deploy platoons somehow and not be a lazy guild anymore, which is going to be very difficult for some guilds, including my own, who take like 13 hours to deploy all platoons a lot of times. Like, if you're on the wrong side of the world, like, you might just be screwed. But the other part is that not all waves are created equal anyways. It's like, just because they're 2 waves doesn't mean that they're easy. Like, we're going to be facing like stormtroopers with protection up, or, you know, defense up, whatever. Like, they're gonna be tanky. And think of the last wave of phase 4 in any of the territory battles, especially in like dark side territory battles. Those take forever, especially like the special mission. Like, they have it within their power to spend more time, force us to spend more time on just 2 waves. People are like, oh yeah, it'll be nice not to have to spend 15 minutes per mission. Like, I wouldn't be that shocked if all of our missions did. Like, CG wants us to spend time in game. Like, on their quarterly reports that they do to their investors, they brag about how much time people spend in game. Like, we make those idiots spend like 3 hours a day in game. You know, like, they brag about this, and I don't see this as necessarily being player friendly. Maybe it is, and let's find out. Let's wait and see. We don't need to prejudge. I don't want to be a negative Nancy, or any kind of Nancy for that matter. No offense to Nancy's, but I don't want to be one. So, territory battles looks cool. Bodhi Rook, like, remember, Bodhi Rook is, don't go and gear Bodhi Rook right now, guys. If you want, but they put like fake characters in a lot of times. Not like fake, but like, how many people actually used Ugnaught when he was a special character for, what was it Rancor? Was it, I forget. Like, there's always characters you're like, okay, well, thank you, but no thanks, you know. Some of these characters might end up being really good, but, you know, we can look at all those bonuses later. Yeah, so mixed zones, platoons, Job of the Hutt, Inquisition, Scythe, Dr. F, all these things that are going to be important. Of course, we knew that. What to expect. We're going to get Riva. We're going to get GT3, which I think GT3 is one of the most interesting topics, guys, because they haven't said anything about what we're buying with it, but it's got to be something special. Otherwise, we just use GT2. Like, GT2 can buy all the things that are currently out there, basically. I mean, you can't buy, like, Zetas or something, but you can buy all the gear, all the stuff. Like, it's the cutting edge, right? Like GT1 and 2. And GT3, why would it exist unless we're going to be buying something new? It's got to be something new. There's something new that they're not telling us about. Like, are we going to just be able to buy Omicron pieces? Are there going to be cool new characters or ships like the Negotiator and Malevolence, or, you know, Rebel Officer Leia Organa or Wampa or whatever? I guess those were unlocks, but you know what I mean. Like, there's gonna be like new characters, or there's gonna be like, don't hate me for it, but there's gonna be gear 10 pieces that we can purchase there, you know, materials. There's gonna be 7.mod materials that we can purchase for GT3. I don't know, but there's no point in creating a new currency unless there's new things to buy, and they're not telling us about those, and I want to know what those are before I fully endorse all of this. Now, we also, you know, the light side, dark side. This looks pretty cool, guys. I won't lie. Like, this looks pretty sleek. I like the way it looks. Is this just the first day, though? Like, does your whole guild just have to choose one of these? The UI, it sounds like it's going to be cool. I wish that they'd give us more explanation on this, but we're all going to start here pretty soon, actually, guys. Less than a month. Like, this is your last dark side territory battle, so I hope you care. You know, dark side and Geo, at least a lot of you. It's going to be very complex, all the platoon bonuses and stuff, so we'll look at that at some point, I'm sure. We'll do some guides or something if we need them. Third sister Riva. Now, okay, so we're going to get Riva. She's going to be the lead in GAC. She's going to be a GAC character. Specifically for Omicrons, and that's a little bit expected. That's what my prediction was, at least. And they didn't. Let's just say Afra is also, that's lower down, but Afra is also a GAC character, and it's just like we've had a lot of GAC specific characters. It's very interesting. They're pushing GAC so much, and GAC is the thing that's pissing everyone off because of Datacrons. So there is that. We've got the territory update rewards. That's cool. The gear update, phase 2, and I'm going to talk about more of this in my plan video tomorrow, so I'm really not going to spend a lot of time on this. I do think that it's a little bit sketch, though, folks. They're giving us a lot of gear that we already have a lot of. Even my alt doesn't really need a lot of this stuff, and the ones that they're blocking, let me just show you very, very quickly here, if I can at all. So this is my Tuscan Shaman, and, you know, gear 12. So Armatech is one of the things that they're not going to give us faster gear on. So no Armatech gear, no Armatech. This is Armatech. This is Armatech, and then the last one, they also list injectors as things that they're not going to double. So all the things that we need to go from gear 12 to 13, they're not going to let us do. And they also have not reduced the crunch for Chirotech either. There's also that, like Chirotech, which is not part of the gear 12 crunch. I mean, I guess it is part of it, guys. It is part. However, it's not. It's not the main part. I get like that. You get stuck if you're farming Inquisition right now. If you're working on their gear, you know that you're not able to get to many gear levels without a ton of Chirotech. So Chirotech have been the like, there's not been a character released since Chirotech has been released that doesn't have Chirotech. Not a single character, as far as I'm aware of, has ever been released without requiring some Chirotech of some sort. I mean, obviously from gear 12 to 13, but even before that, on the steps to get there. So the bottlenecks haven't changed. We'll talk more about that during the plan tomorrow. But, like, this doesn't seem like as player-friendly as it seems like. They're like, hey, you know, like, all the important gear? Nah, you can't get double of that. You can get all the important worthless gear. You're also going to have gear acceleration, like, go convert all your stuff from the salvager right now, so then when the change happens, you're not getting a lousy conversion rate as well, folks. Alright, we're getting Dr. Afra. The last character is Sanastaros, which we already knew because that was leaked by someone that I guess I can't talk about, but someone told everyone. So that's cool. They want us to use BT1 and 000. They're like, hey, Sana's coming out, but you don't have to use her. It just makes me think, like, so Dr. Afra she's going to be a droid commander, and she's going to, like, why did you make Hondo the only neutral tag ever? Like, why just fake us out like that? Why do we care about neutral? What's to care about neutral? Finally, we have the UI improvements to Territory Battle, which all look very nice. I will admit, that looks cool. I wish they would just do that to Datacrons too. UI on Datacrons is in great need right now, guys. So, anyways, that's my initial thoughts. I'll talk more about it in the plan tomorrow. Thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Zareth prevails.